Is it possible that having more meetings will actually help you have more free time? I'm Dave Crenshaw, and it's time to pick Dave's brain. This week's question comes from Chelsea in Clearfield, Utah. She asks, "Hi Dave, I manage employees who occasionally reach out to me after business hours. How do I stop employees from encroaching on my personal time while still being supportive of them?" This is a wonderful question, Chelsea. First of all, it shows that you really care about the people that you manage. You do want to help them. You do want them to feel like you care about them, but you also need to get work done during the day, and you also need to have some private time to yourself and with your loved ones. I find that this situation comes up as part of an artifact from something called the open door policy. Now, this policy first came into existence in the 70s and 80s, and the idea was you wanted to be a magnanimous leader and let anyone come and interrupt you at any time because you wanted to show that you're not above helping others. Well, it might have worked 30 years ago, but now we have too many ways in which people can interrupt us. It's way too easy to send an email or a text message or just pick up the phone that you've got in your pocket. So I suggest that we transition to a closed door, open calendar policy. What this means is that you focus on people when you have a scheduled meeting time to talk to them. And if they need to talk to you again outside of a regular scheduled meeting time, you schedule another meeting. That allows you to focus on them 100% and not be distracted by all the other requests that might come from the other people that you manage while you're having a conversation. So, 2 steps to make this happen. Number 1, establish a recurring meeting schedule. I find on average for most people, a one-time meeting per week at 25 minutes per meeting is enough to handle all of these quick questions. If you find that you need more or less, you can adjust that schedule, but that's a good starting point. Then you queue up all of those quick questions until that meeting. And if someone asks you a question outside of that meeting, you ask, "Can this wait until our scheduled one-to-one?" Step 2 is you designate a chunk of time in your calendar for people to schedule themselves in for questions that are important that need to be covered in between those meetings. Then, when someone comes to you and asks a quick question, you can say, "Can you schedule yourself into that time to handle it?" This also slows down the rate of interruptions that are happening both at work and after hours at home. Now, what if you ask someone, "Can this wait until our regularly scheduled meeting, or can this wait until you schedule something in our calendar?" and they say no? Well, then it's a real emergency and you need to respond to it. But I have found that there are far fewer true emergencies than what people think are taking place in the workplace. If you have a regularly scheduled time and you encourage people to use that, the rate of questions will slow down and you will find that you can be more focused both at work and at home. It's a wonderful question, Chelsea, and if you've got a wonderful question for me, all you have to do is click on the button down here at the bottom of this video, or you can go to davecrenshaw.com/ask, and I look forward to hearing from you.